In one of my previous teaching tip videos, I talked about the 3 Ps, which is the system that the public school system here uses, and that is presentation, practice, and production. There might be different names or labels for it, but it's essentially the same structure. Presentation, you are presenting or introducing the lesson topic and target language. You can use PPTs, songs, fun animations, stories, etc. Here you are setting the basis for what the students will learn and will be able to achieve by the end of the class. Practice, you are now practicing the target language, vocab, and expressions with the students, and this is usually in the form of a textbook provided by your school. So the students follow along with the textbook and practice, repeat, drill the vocab and expressions. Production, now here is where the students can practice even more to master the target language, and this is usually in the form of a fun activity or game. And after those 3 steps, you wrap up the class, review, and that's it. So let's take a real-life example, one of my lesson plans for the topic We Should Save the Earth for a 6th grade class. My materials for this lesson are PPTs, the textbook, the accompanying CD-ROM, and a picture sheet.
Get set, ready, go!
For the presentation or introduction stage, I'll be showing a PPT introducing new vocabulary and the main expressions for this lesson. And depending on the student's level, how fast we go, we can even do a quick fun matching activity where the students work together as a class, taking turns matching the vocab with the picture. Or instead, a lot of my classes really like this word search. So when a student finds a word, they raise their hand, they can come up to the computer while the other students watch and follow along. And moving right along for the practice or development stage, we'll just simply follow along with the textbook, starting with the first section, look and listen. Before you start the clip, you want to give the students a mission so they have something to listen for while they watch. So for example, what does Kate say they can do for the earth? And what does Bomi say they should do for the earth? And before that, you can even ask them more questions like, where are they? Answer, movie theater. What do the posters say? What are the characters' names? And that sort of thing. So you always want to keep them engaged. And then after watching the clip, you of course want to check to make sure that they can answer the mission questions that you gave in the beginning. Next section is listen and repeat, where the students do just that. And then the students can practice the dialogue with the teacher and then with their partner. After practicing the dialogues, we can even take volunteers to present. And the last section in the textbook is listen and do. Pretty straightforward. The students just listen to an audio and complete it in their textbook. And then you can check the answers all together at the end. Remember, your school can provide you with a teacher's guide version of the textbook. You can follow along with it during lessons, and it makes it easier to lesson plan too. And now for the production stage, which means game time. So if you've seen my other videos or follow me on Instagram, you know that I'm all about those PPT games. Mainly I've gotten them off of, weguk.org, but usually I'll customize them, pretty them up sometimes, just for my kiddos. And make sure you stick around till the end of this video because I'll be talking about my own materials and PPT games I've made and would like to share with you guys. And finally, we come to the wrap-up stage, so we might perhaps go through and review the new vocabulary and expressions we learned today. Or what I usually do is a password where I stand at the door and all students line up and each must answer one password for them to leave the classroom and finish the lesson for the day. So here for today's password, we're using the picture sheet that I mentioned in the beginning. I say one expression and the student must point to the corresponding image. If they're right, they can pass. For higher level students who are eager for a challenge, I can point to an image and they can say the correct expression. And that is the end of the lesson, guys. Okay, get out of my classroom. Just kidding. Okay, so some things to always keep in mind while planning your lessons. The necessary materials, the lesson objectives, what your students will be able to do by the end of the class. Class size, and the skill level is a big one. Skill level of your students in each class. And you'll be able to feel this out through the year. Some classes might have more slower learners, so you'll have to adjust things to help them out. While higher level classes will require more challenging things or even just more activities because they'll be able to get things quicker. And other teachers, please feel free to comment down below sharing your own pro tips for lesson planning. I would love to hear them, and I'm sure others would too.